Get ready for University of Georgia basketball.
Alright guys, so 3 videos to record today. One will be released today, one will be tomorrow, and one will be Sunday. And that is, we're going to talk more about Georgia's win versus Maryland East Shore today. And then I have to record the Georgia-Mississippi State pregame video, which won't be definitely as long as these videos will be. And then Georgia and Morehead State preview. So if you missed basketball yesterday and today, so this would have been Wednesday, November 5th, we played Wednesday, so Thursday, November 6th, today's Friday to November 7th. We'll take a look at the scores that happened yesterday around the SEC. Real quick, there were only 3 games. There were only 3 games in the SEC on Thursday, November 6th. Number 3 Florida beat North Florida 104-64. Auburn beat McCormick 95-57, and Texas A&M beat Texas Southern 104-70. Top 25 scores were Louisville beat Jacksonville State, 11-8 Louisville beat Jacksonville State 106-70. Iowa beat Grambling State, number 16 Iowa beat Grambling State 102-62. And how about that? The other 2 ranked games were Florida, North Florida, and Auburn and Merrimack. Is it McCormick or Merrimack? I don't know how that's pronounced. Washington beat Denver 84-70. And then today, Friday, for the SEC, you have Friday. You have Kentucky and Valparaiso at 7 o'clock. Ole Miss and UL Monroe, UL Monroe, and Missouri versus Southeast Missouri. Quite a few games on Saturday as well. Since we're not going to do a preview Saturday, we'll go for those games too. Alabama and St. John's at 12. Northern Kentucky and Tennessee at 3. Lafayette and Texas at 3. Vanderbilt and UCF at 4. Michigan State, Arkansas at 7. And then Oklahoma and Gonzaga at 10:30. And so that's Thursday's recap, Friday's schedule, then Saturday's schedule. Georgia, on the other hand, as I'm going down real quick, just give me one moment. Georgia, on the other hand, won one of the most dominating victory ever at Stegeman Coliseum. Georgia beat Maryland East Shore 94-29. What really was a bizarre game. You'll see that score and you just think that Georgia, the first thing, I guess it looks like how many threes did they hit. You look at that score and it is just a very, very weird game. I look for my box score right here. Give me a moment, guys. So Georgia beats Maryland East Shore 94-29. I was trying to find the player scores. Here it is, right here. Blue Kane had 16 points. Kenny Catchings had 14. Jeremiah Wilkinson had 12. Santos Surreal had 9. Jordan Ross with 4. Jake Wilkins with 16. Kareem Stagg with 9. Dylan James with 4. Dylan James with 5. I can't even talk, man. Dylan James with 5. Justin Absent with 4. Smurf Melinder 3. Justin Bailey 2. And that was the rest of the scoring for Georgia. So here's what you pretty much need to know about this game. For the first 5 or 6 minutes, Maryland East Shore and Georgia were neck and neck. And why? Well, because nobody could shoot. And I looked at somebody who was watching the game with me. I said, hold on a second. I said that, well, eventually somebody's going to be able to shoot the three. That didn't happen. At one point, Georgia was 0 for 16 at 3 at one point. 0 for 16 at threes at one point. Then finally, with about 2 minutes to play in the half, Blue Kane hits a three, and then counters that back with a long three at the buzzer. I mean, just crazy. I've never seen a team, and then after in the second half, so Georgia shot 2 for 20 for free in the first half. 2 for 20 for free. And then 6 for 20 in the second half. They went a combined 80 for 40. Percentage was 1 for 18, so a combined 9 made three-pointers in the game. And it was just very odd timing because in the keys to the game, I said one of the keys I want to see is Georgia shoot the free better. They hit a few against Bellarmine. I said let's be able to see a few more made, because it's always nice to get that. And I'll be honest with you, if Georgia would have hit that many threes, man, this game looks horrible. It already looks horrible at 94-29. If Georgia would have hit that many threes, it might have been even worse. And what I liked about it today again, or what I liked about it Wednesday was, again, no slow second half. Georgia got on it and then completely continued to play good the entire game. And you love to see it. How all was that? Hold on a second. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry I got distracted looking at my phone. Like I said, if Georgia would have scored more than, it's 94-20. That was bad, but they would have hit some of those threes. It might have looked even a lot worse. Like I said, no second half collapse. Georgia stuck with it and played good and did what they needed to do. You love it. That's how you play. That's what you do. You keep your head down and you continue to play good. There's a lot of teams who aren't 2-0 right now. Like, I'll just say it, Florida's not 2-0. Georgia Southern's not 2-0. There are a lot of teams who are not 2-0 right now, even 1-0 in some cases, but there's a lot of teams who have a losing record right now, and you be thankful that you win. And 2 games won. Georgia maybe could go 3-0 in the week when we play Morehead State. And actually, speaking of that game, we will preview that game next. So that's the Georgia and Maryland Eastern Shore recap. You're asking why it was a little longer. Well, just short on time, unfortunately. But yes, indeed, we will get to it with Morehead State. That game will be at 2 o'clock on Sunday. Georgia and Morehead State. So that's all you need to know. Go Dogs and beat Morehead State.
Dogs do the improbable, the unthinkable, the unbelievable. They beat Arkansas and go wire to wire to win the SEC tournament.